Yo, let me see my boy Tartaglia.
It's morning already? Oh, my
Okay.
heart still needs more sleep.
Okay, I'll let this play out a little bit.
Huh? Wait, look over there. Isn't that...
Lyney's card.
It's one of Lyney's cards.
It's been a while since we've contacted him.
Let Paimon see what's written on it. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day.
Oh.
Everyone has the day off today, which makes it the perfect time to do some investigating.
That's pretty big.
It's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Let's meet at our usual spot in the factory area before lunchtime. I have new information.
That's pretty big.
Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off.
Yep.
From the sound of it, Lenny's been making progress with his investigation. Wonder what he's discovered. We still have some time before we meet up. Let's talk with the people here for a bit more before we go.
I mean, we've got some big key information to tell, so hopefully Lyney also has that. Chapter 4, Act 4, Awaken. What? Wait, hold on. What was that? Cataclysm's Quickening. Oh. Yeah, I really thought we were going to see Tartaglia in Act 3, but guess not. I mean, technically we did see him.
You over there?
Saw, dude. Again, yeah, we technically did see him, but it was in a memory, so, you know, it don't really count. Who? Me?
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
Did they really have to fit it in here? Come on, guys. Even people down here play that game?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
I mean, they needed to fit it in somewhere, didn't they?
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game?
No thanks. We're quite busy with other things at the moment.
All right. No pressure.
I'm not coming back to
Why
you.
would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Hey, people have different hobbies.
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it?
Fair point.
It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi.
Fair enough, but would you mind chatting with us for a moment?
Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I respect the tactics, Paimon.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
I'm just thinking, what are we actually trying to find out at this minute? Because we've found all the things that we need. We just literally have to go find Ferminet. That's it. Right? Or am I, like, forgetting some part of the story? I mean, I guess we can learn about the Forbidden Zone. I guess that's something we need to know about.
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
Oh, here we go. Alright.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Yes, we have.
Then, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
Yeah, I would assume so. Feel like that's just pretty common anywhere you go.
There are two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping. The bigger guy is Quisto, and the skinny one is Lavaroon. People
Quisto.
call them the Bombshell Bros.
Yeah. Mario and Luigi.
I never really found their gossip very mind-blowing. And it's pretty much just the same stuff that I hear about when I'm at work every day. If you're interested, you can go talk with them. They tend to talk a lot of nonsense, but they aren't exactly bad.
If they're not Italian, I'm gonna be pissed.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing.
Please, spread the gossip.
Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Oh, now this is some juicy gossip.
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
Okay, we knew he was an ex-convict, but I didn't know he was here.
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though.
Probably just by becoming, like, respected when he did serve his time here. He's just had so much experience with it.
To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of respect that.
I'm on the same page, but by the way, do you happen to know anything about the Forbidden Zone?
A forbidden zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
Nah, no worries.
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of.
Useless.
But I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
Honestly, cannot be asked, mate. Hello, boys.
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
No, yeah, sure. Let's just say that out loud. I'm pretty sure they didn't hear your echoing voice. That's so obvious.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Besides maybe a select few, I would say majority of them, no.
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
That is true. This just seems like a heaven for people that have committed crimes, to be honest. They commit a crime and then they get to start a new life. What is there not to lose in that?
I don't buy that.
You go back, mate.
How cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
Well, you see, my guy.
What kind of filthy bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that.
Aw, little puppy's mad.
Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me.
Which we know that a lot of people do that. They want to work under, like, Wriothesley.
Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
This place is a bit unique.
Want to hire someone like you? It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Dumb brains, innit?
Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld.
They definitely hear you.
Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
Yeah, I think this is just like a common thing for them to use.
That's true.
Nothing wrong with that, though, you know? Because if they go out and say that, they're probably gonna get bodied. Sup, fellas? Oh,
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
Is this the two people gossiping, or is that a different bunch?
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
See, he has common sense.
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
But carry on.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Is this the Mario Bros?
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
I mean, canon-wise, our character doesn't talk. You're just dealing with Paimon, which I feel sorry for. Thanks, you guys are really nice.
You hear that, Quisto? We're nice.
Hey, it is the Mario Bros. Quisto.
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right?
That's right.
But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Oh, do you cute? I've already forgot his name.
Really? Are we that famous?
Paimon, we're famous everywhere we go.
You kidding? How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself?
True.
Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
Oh, hee, it was just a little mistake.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
It's probably the other two people we
I'm
saw.
Quisto, and this is Lavaroon.
Them.
People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
All right, you've set an expectation. If you don't meet it, I'm disappointed.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
Hey, gossip is good.
No, you don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here.
Facts.
For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
Oh, my Archon, I'd love to know. Please tell me.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
All right, trade gossip for gossip. I see how it is.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way.
Quisto.
Just play nice and say something to massage his ego.
You look very
the
big.
welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Yeah, we ate the most incredible welfare meal recently.
Right,
It
right.
slapped.
That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
It was pretty peng.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Quisto, my man, you are absolutely nailing it. Well done, my man.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
Quisto, mate, quick question. Did you give us purple meat? I might as well ask him, innit?
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school.
Wow.
But enough about that. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress.
Alright, I'm listening. Huh? Did Lavroom just wink at me? It seems like he's saying, don't be upset, he's a good fellow. That's pretty obvious.
Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here.
Yeah,
We're basically dogs to them.
that is true. Also, pretty sure both me and Paimon are older than these.
You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Wriothesley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Yeah, he already knows what's going on with us, I'm just saying. It's pretty obvious.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
Yeah, we've got connections with Sigewinne now. Probably stop pronouncing her name wrong.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all.
Who?
Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
Is that the weirdo that's stalking Sigewinne? You know, writing in his notebook about what mesolemes are? He's a bit of a weirdo.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here?
Ooh,
There's no denying that.
that's pretty
I don't
big.
care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
No, that's good information to us. Ah, interesting. According to Quisto, a person named Jurier frequents the infirmary. I should take note of that.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
God, I love you people. Having like some juicy gossip.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
Oh, what a
But
bad
that
fellow.
Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too.
Oh, maybe they're having a bit of lovey-dovey time. You never know, guys. I'm just saying, it seems a bit weird.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Oh, they fucking...
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
It might just be like a kink thing, you know? You never know. So, Jurier had a confrontation with a girl named Levine, who also frequently visits the infirmary. I remember that too. Yeah, you better, because I won't.
We've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Lyney. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Is it really all right for us to talk about people behind their backs like this?
Oh, now you're thinking about that.
That's just how it goes. Good gossip is still gossip.
It is.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But wait, we're not just gossiping. This is legit information we're discussing here, right?
Yeah, totally. Yo, Lyney, what are you up to, my guy? At first, I thought this was like one of the shrines that you use the keys on, but they look like them.
Huh?
Saw, dude. What a sus individual.
That look in your eyes. You found something?
A little something, yeah. Little could be an understatement.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
I'm on stop.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
We have to like slowly drip feed information, you know, get the most out of it. So then we can keep the rest of the information, just in case we need to bargain later. But nope, Paimon ruins it. You summarize your findings to Lyney. Buzzing.
Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Childe probably went missing because he found a way out.
Nah, he found a way in.
He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Childe's exact whereabouts.
He's in the primordial
Father told
sea.
me that even though Master Childe said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
Okay, like I guessed, but his personal, like, reasons wasn't Fatui related. The most important thing right now is to catch up to him.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
We should have just gone.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Ferminet would be up to the task.
Well, we gotta give Ferminet the spotlight.
Bingo! Is he around?
You better be.
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Thank you, Lyney.
No need to thank me. This was always a part of our mission after all.
Yeah, true.
Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Wriothesley's watchful eyes.
Well, we just kind of got cheat powers in it, so we were given the answer.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
My strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Ferminet will have to retrace Master Childe's original route.
That seems
And
fun.
if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now.
Okay.
And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
So we'll be
Can you
waiting.
estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
Look, they've probably been on missions like this a bunch of times, alright? They've got this down to the T.
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands.
Fez?
Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Ferminet while we're at it, too.
Yeah, we need to stock up on credits because we are poor. Sure.
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with.
Go
Though
on.
we can just sit back and wait for Ferminet's report on Master Childe's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone.
It's probably where Childe is, I'm just saying, mate.
Freminet's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Ferminet prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
Probably not gonna find anything, to be honest, unless we go directly to Wriothesley.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off.
Fair enough.
Listen carefully.
He knows.
You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs.
Easy enough.
You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover.
True.
You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you.
Look, we better not walk in on them being lovey-dovey, I'm just saying, because I'm gonna beat both of them up if that's the case.
Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover.
Okay.
But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Did you only say that because I'm an amateur?
No, when it comes to intelligence gathering, I'd never consider you to be an amateur. Didn't you say it yourself? It's always been your strong suit.
Fair enough. Look at that. This man knows how to please people.
I'll believe anything as long as it comes from you. So,
Stop
please
it.
prove your prowess to me once again.
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Lyney is just the Riz master, ain't he? Let's just be real.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days.
Alright.
Stay safe.
Got it, I'll set it on the calendar. After doing some prep work with Paimon, that is not enough time to read that. What are you looking?
Stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek.
Alright, but you're loud, so...
There seem to be several people inside.
It's so obvious, Paimon, that you're there. Let's try to eavesdrop on them first. You and Paimon hide in the corner and try your best to eavesdrop on the people inside the infirmary. Several people appear to be engaged in conversation, but you only manage... What?
It's not impossible.
What? What?
It's a bit hard to understand them from here, so why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
Well, they're gonna stop talking about anything that's gonna be important. You nod and take a long deep breath before inhaling a large amount of vapor from a foul smell. If you recall correctly, the potion is the result of a failed attempt of alchemy you performed with Paimon. What drugs did we just do? I wasn't able to read it in time. Having given it a good whiff, you hand the potion back.
Someone, please help! She's sick!
Bro, please, give us more time to read Wall of Text, Wriothesley. It goes by so quickly. Dying, help.
Are you okay?
Help.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
Drugs, man.
The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do.
Seems
Freezing
about right.
limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please lie down over here.
Oof, my stomach really hurts. Hey, just vomit.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
Alright. Oh. Okay. She can probably see through that, right?
Do it, traveler!
Unless we've made ourselves actually sick. Because if we're pretending, she's gonna be able to see it. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Alright. Sigewinne has taken out a few instruments and begun to do her checkups. Hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious. Bro, she has literally told you like a day ago that she can see when like someone's like ill.
I see now.
You're faking.
My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way.
Sick.
Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
She just like leans in and she's like, I know you're bullshitting. Sigewinne's using her hands to palpate different areas on my abdomen. Seems like she's using elemental energy too. Her expression is growing more and more relaxed. Yeah, 'cause she knows we're faking.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
It's not too bad.
And here?
That hurt a little.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. How strange.
We can't keep on with this, she knows. Oh no, was my acting a bit over the top? Yes.
What about here? Does this hurt?
No, not really. Can barely feel it.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is.
Yeah, sure.
I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing
Great.
too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up.
Okay, so it's whether she's covering for us or she's just gullible. And maybe I'm just giving her too much credit.
So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious.
Should have puked.
And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible.
Oh,
Congratulations!
that's big though.
The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you?
Aye, that's what we needed.
Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
No, she
Very
can
well.
leave.
And she hopped away just like that.
Phew, this infiltration mission is going much more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there's only 2 people left in this room. Sigewinne just called that woman Levine, so she has to be one of the frequent visitors to the infirmary I've heard of before. Would that mean the man next to her is Durin then?
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling... still not great. I can't keep staring at her. It'll draw unwanted attention. The guy also seems to have noticed. Now he's looking in my direction too. Come on, Traveler. Yes, you have to be better at lying than this.
Her stomach aches really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
Yeah, man, the diarrhea was awful.
If Miss Sigewinne says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
Sick.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know?
Yeah, everyone's got their own talent, it seems like.
Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine. And they help Miss Sigewinne take care of the sick and injured.
Alright, I think we all know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
Oh.
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Well, do they just like get into fights so they can come here to practice medicine?
Are you two also sick?
Totally.
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups and to pick up the medicines Miss Sigewinne prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sigewinne's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Okay, so she's the one that fakes it.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
And why is that? What are you two doing? What's causing your heart rate to go up?
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
Yeah, bloody hell, lads. Unlesses. These two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship, and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. What, every time? Seems like they're here together pretty often. Yeah, honestly, it seems to me they have a good relationship. But outside of the two of them, there's nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records. And whilst there's a box, I can't check it out right now. What, you think they're gonna just have important documents lying around? No. Oh. There's also aren't that many furnitures on the wall. Wait, there seems to be a movable hatch on the ground over there. Hold on a minute, how do you know if that's movable or not? I refuse to believe you know that from just a glance.
Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
All of you shut up.
But...
Shut up.
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
Probably won't, to be honest. Also, what did you do? The presence of the movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurer's intuition speaking. But isn't it a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places? I mean, I can believe it. Is it hiding something? No. Something that's being hidden behind boxes? It's a movable hatch? No.
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
Doesn't well like that.
To you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
See you, lovebirds.
He just slowly walked off like that?
Seems normal for them, to be honest.
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
I'm just saying I won't remember your name either.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him.
Yeah, I sense some sort of tension between you two, I'm just saying.
I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sigewinne should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Ah, thank you for looking after me.
No, it's nothing.
Sick.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Yep.
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sigewinne.
Thank you,
Did you
Sigewinne.
all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
Drugs. Let's go. You take the stomachache pill that Sigewinne gave to you.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
Yo.
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Okay, why are we hearing this? Did they talk about that before we walked in? Why don't I remember? Because they're lying.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
I don't trust them, man. I ain't trusting this lolly.
Alright, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon too.
Yeah, thanks.
See ya!
Bye.
I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right?
Yep.
I just want to double-check a few details, if that's alright with you.
Okay, she could.
Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead.
No, please don't. Please, no.
So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain, with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else?
Oh, Paimon's gonna screw this up so badly.
That's it.
Alright then.
Oh.
Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds?
Oh my god, she didn't screw it up. It's a miracle.
No, her base constitution is quite good.
Sick.
So I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods. And don't stay up too late at night.
Got it.
Maybe.
Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
Sigewinne is still looking at me. I should try and take a nap, like she said. She must know, right?
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
Alright. You move yourself to a regular patient bed and relax completely. The awareness of from work. You can, however, still catch...
We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong.
Alright, Paimon just chatting. Seems right.
Oh, so you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, she'll recover soon.
Companion. That word brings forth a wave of
You're
comfort.
awake.
You're finally awake.
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
Yeah, I feel a lot better. Thank you both.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take your meds regularly, and remember bland foods.
Oh wait, yeah, she leaves 30 minutes before lunch, right? We can sneak into this place then. I remember that information. I'm honestly surprised.
Thank you, Miss Sigewinne.
Thank you, Sigewinne.
Seems like a lot of people have been coming down with an upset stomach lately. I'll need to address that.
It's probably the purple meat.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death.
Oh, did I say something I shouldn't have?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation temptation now!
Yeah, you bloody better put down the Adeptus temptation, you greedy git.
Paimon talked with Sigewinne the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room.
I don't trust her.
Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
I found something, but I still don't trust her. Are we really off track though? There's still a few weird things about the place. That movable hatch on the ground, as well as the question Sigewinne asked Levine. And also, were they really talking about their meds before we walked in? No, they weren't. Oh, and was Levine and Jarine's argument genuine? Or were they just putting on a show? Look, they had some sort of tension going on, right? And it wasn't like a, oh, bad tension. It was a, yo, tension, you know? Paimon, hear me out.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to give the info to Lyney.
Of course we do. Over the next few days, you and Paimon work out your stations as normal. During your shifts, however, you manage to find opportunities to write keywords relating to your suspicions on a piece of paper. Wow, they actually gave us enough time to read that. Good plan. Well done, guys. You managed to pass the slip to a busy Lynette as she happens to pass by. Her disguise is impeccable, and she does not even look at you or change her expression. Aw, sick. That was clean. And finally, the promised 9th day arrives. This is where both of them are gonna disappear, though, innit?
Let's go meet up with Lyney.
Because Ferminet's probably gonna disappear whilst diving, and Lynette's probably gonna investigate the hatch and disappear. It's a setup. I can tell. Saw, dude.
Oh.
What? Huh? I thought we were meeting here.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
It's been smooth.
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
Did I get my coupons?
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary.
We 100% did.
We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Ferminet successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
I knew it. This is where they're gonna vanish.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
She's the best, I guess.
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Freminet's help, you've already done more than enough.
So Lynette takes the fall.
Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
Alright.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Oh, well done, Paimon. You set the flag. Yeah, I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten.
Yep.
The matter of our respective loyalties.
That's always what I've said.
You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
I mean, we've run into good Fatui.
Use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future too.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Ferminet and Lynette feel the same way.
Yeah, are you gonna betray me because you're not friendship level 10? I've gotten to friendship level 9, so you're close. I get it now.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Ferminet returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Nah, mate, she gone.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
Oh yeah, we heard about that too.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Oh, he's gonna snap.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
This ain't looking good, guys. It ain't looking good. Gone.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange. Lynette?
Oh god, here we go.
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Could she have found a lead and left to follow it?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know.
Uh-oh.
Unless...
she's been kidnapped?
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Let's go find the
Okay.
hat. Let's go actually find the hatchet. Well, let's just go here first.
Ah, this is it. We saw it before.
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Again, it was planted there, man. It was a setup. Lyney lays down to get close.
The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere.
So it's something to open another secret door.
Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure.
Nah, she got jumped.
Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
Oh, you're starting to panic. The look on Lyney's face, he's definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic. He probably said that subconsciously more for himself than anything else. I kind of feel bad though.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
Yes?
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication.
But this bed is still unmade. Ah.
Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette lay down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Hey, look, let's just agree, we're all being set up here. Yo, okay, what's going on with this pole here? Why is it phasing in and out of existence? Oh no, that's not a good sign. Ugh. Things are getting bad.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter.
Oh, she's trying to find out about human emotions and stuff. I don't trust it though.
These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sigewinne would be interested in these kinds of things?
I mean, she's fascinated in
She even
humans.
has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Both, I guess.
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
Or a psycho.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
Oh.
A slip of paper.
Oh, is that Lynette?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
Huh?
This is...
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back. This is...
What?
Show me! Now!
Oh shit, okay. Oh.
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now.
Alright, please let me know.
Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
God damn it, it's Wriothesley.
No. Could she have... Is she already...
Damn it.
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Let me guess, he's gonna show up now, right?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Well, yeah, probably to give us a false sense of security and think that, oh yeah, look, we're tricking him, whoa. There was literally no way he wouldn't know about our relationship with Lyney. That's what gave it away for me. He knows about our friendship with Neuvillette, but not our friendship with Lyney? That seems a bit weird, you know? Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley. He doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning.
Blimey.
You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Neuvillette, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
Okay, so he used us to get to them. I see. Why didn't he go after you as well?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now.
When they were younger?
Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means... The fact that Ferminet was able to leave the grounds...
There you go.
Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
Yep.
But what does he gain by letting Ferminet leave like that?
Yeah, I get it now. He deliberately made them both disappear. Yep, set up the correct environment for having them poof.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Ferminet. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Oh, the pacing back and forward, that's how you know it's bad.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Lyney, calm down. This ain't gonna work.
Don't be like this, Lyney. Ferminet wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Childe. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them.
Okay, at least he's not putting the blame on us. I was kind of worried about that.
I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Hey,
That's what he wants.
reckless. Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
That's what Wriothesley
I
wants,
simply
though.
cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. That trauma is pretty big.
He's rushed out the door. After him.
Ah, who would have guessed? That's...
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
I see that smirk. I knew it. I bloody knew it.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time.
What are you up to, you sussy child?
Huh?
Damn.
Is someone?
Help.
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking.
Damn, they were quick on it.
Help! She's sick.
Oh, they knew before we even came in. Oh, that's bad.
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp.
What? What do you mean? We've come here before.
What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
I bloody knew it. I knew I wasn't reading too much into it.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
It's all just a
Being
massive...
able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
Wow, okay.
Lenny, wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him.
Oh, damn. That music kicking, though. Hey, where are you? Oh, she's gone.
He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office.
Oh, is this where Wriothesley's office is? That man must have jumped off here like this. He's gonna be waiting for you.
Face me, Wriothesley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
Oh, brother, you knew he was coming. Don't act like that.
What did you do to my sister?
And brother, don't forget about Ferminet.
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Oh, you're playing... Okay, you're playing dumb, alright.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether.
I did find that part of their trick weird. It just seemed like a weird trick for them to do.
Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Oh, he's
Is
playing...
he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive.
I did say before that these two had like very unique personalities, and I'm glad I wasn't wrong with that. So glad I called both of them out on that.
You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette.
Yep.
As for Ferminet, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Childe's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
Okay, I actually don't think he let Childe go. I'm pretty sure Childe actually escaped on his own. I don't think he has a single clue where he is.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here.
True.
The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
True.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Childe's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Ferminet has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
Because he doesn't know where Childe's gone.
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Ferminet is not.
Oh.
He's not. What do you really want?
Oh yeah, he probably can't get to Ferminet. Saw, dude.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't make us seem like accomplices, alright? Where are Lynette and Ferminet?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea.
I don't like the way how you talk.
Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Ferminet should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Either fell into the primordial sea, or he's probably where Childe currently is at the moment. Which is probably the primordial sea. Who knows?
Wait, you can't mean... You locked him outside in the sea?
Or that is also an option.
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world.
Nah, that is messed up.
Ferminet's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
Bro, there's only so much you can do at bottom of the ocean.
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Lyney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating.
I see, I don't think he's a bad dude. He's definitely doing this for, like, a good purpose. But he has to play the villain.
Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
Oh, he is so good at manipulating people. Holy.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you.
Take the floor,
I was
mate.
willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed.
There you go.
Mr. Lyney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Ferminet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine.
That is screwed
You know
up.
just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever.
That is so messed up, dude.
You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Oh, he's good. He's good.
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening.
He's
I've
so
heard that the
messed up.
bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
It was Childe and the Wanderer who said she was willing to betray anyone to fulfill her goals, so I don't know, man.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Capture 2 for 2 in Harbingers.
I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Furina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
Damn.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Lyney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
I do feel really bad for him, though. But Wriothesley could be playing, like, mind games here. Maybe Ferminet is not trapped outside, and he's just captured.
Lyney!
Why do you have to do this?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress.
Yeah, he's got a
I
point.
gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Ferminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I mean, love him or hate him, he's spitting straight facts.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
No, he's
6,
folding.
5.
Oh, no, the countdown. No, come on, dude.
Wait,
Folded.
2, 1.
Aww.
Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Lyney.
He said, wait, come on, dude.
Wriothesley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
They're messed up, dude. Please wait, can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Lyney, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
Yeah, I want to save Ferminet and Lynette too. Go on.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found,
Alright, bet.
I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request.
Damn it,
Question
okay.
1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I can't believe he's asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without rest during lunch hour on the 3rd day, you will find a portion of strange meat in your welfare meal. It's a good thing we've already run a thorough investigation on this. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. I should be able to find an answer if I piece everything together. If you break the hidden rule of the production zone, your welfare meal might contain strange meat. You will see if you keep working continuously.
We often see Miss Sigewinne observing the prisoners at work near the production zone.
This is the one.
Seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them.
Sigewinne. Why does the strange meat appear the way it does? What am I meant to know?
The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans.
Oh.
Because of that, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appear rather strange and alien to humans.
Okay, so it's this one. Damn it, I got one wrong. So close. Ah, okay, wait, it's this one.
What could Sigewinne...
Okay, I'm an idiot. It's this one. Yeah, I just realized. Sigewinne, man.
So
I knew it.
That's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed?
I literally said she drugged the food.
The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal.
The glasses are back.
At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sigewinne, the head nurse.
Yep.
She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sigewinne visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost.
I don't know, man. I actually can't trust her.
Sigewinne has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However,
She sees the world differently.
unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us.
Okay.
The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out.
Yep.
Are we on the right track?
Bingo.
Not bad. You've uncovered Sigewinne's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged.
What else is,
All right,
is she
now
doing
for my next
though?
question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
Because there was a mass fighter. The hidden rules of the Planctorium Ring. If I remember correctly, if someone tries to support both boxes at the same time, they'll receive a package the next morning which contains a strange blood-colored liquid. We've also done a lot of research on this matter. Let me shift through what I've found and come up with a correct answer. This one this one I absolutely have no clue on. And then it's this one then? Okay. I wouldn't have guessed that last one.
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of.
Alright, please explain it because I'm a bit confused on the last point.
Hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange blood-colored liquid.
Yeah, which is just
People
Fonta.
get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product.
Great.
A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making.
I gotta respect that,
The
you know.
company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers.
Right?
They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product.
Yep.
But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea.
So I was sussing Fonta for no reason. I thought they were like supplying primordial water or something.
The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product here.
Yeah.
And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on 2 opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
Okay, makes sense
I
now.
acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light.
Ah, thank you.
Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company.
Called him out.
And here's
Okay.
the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Saucy individuals. We haven't collected enough info to answer that question.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Wriothesley. You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question.
Oh, okay.
The thought of sparing Lynette and Ferminet never even crossed your mind.
He is a boxer, Lyney.
You'll pay for this!
Oh. Here we go. Wait, hold on a minute.
Lyney, are you alright?
Man got blow-dyed.
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a fantastic shot.
Damn.
It was nothing, Your Grace.
Sigewinne?
Knew it.
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Just drugged him, man.
Sigewinne. You...
Are you his accomplice in all of this?
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty.
I don't know, man. You seem a bit of a weird individual yourself.
When Monsieur Neuvillette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
You're a freak.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Lyney someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
True. Yeah, if you're close with Neuvillette, why not learn a thing or two about virtue from him?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Neuvillette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now.
You know what I mean? She seems very weird. She seems like a psycho, right? Like, I'm not the only one that, like, feels that way, right? She seems insane.
His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
See?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Lyney would have been knocked out if that was the case.
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
What are you talking about? What time?
For the Forbidden Zone?
Take me if you want. But let them go.
Ayo, Lyney, I've got your back now. I respect you. I mean, I already did, but, you know, even more so.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Nah, Wriothesley, man.
Be like that, Your Grace.
That's unnecessary.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea.
Oh.
Miss Sigewinne, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
It's gonna be Furina, and it's gonna be the Knave. Because Furina was obviously hiding something earlier on.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Watch, Furina and the Knave. The door suddenly slams open, a familiar figure. Oh,
Some space, please.
I didn't expect Chloride.
Ah, Miss Chloride. My door.
Ferminet. Ferminet.
That's great. He ain't dead. I don't think.
What's going on? What is Chloride doing here?
Who knows? I didn't... Fair enough.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Lyney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
I mean, it's not really a good tranquilizer, though, is it? He was able to move around still.
What happened to Ferminet? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
These symptoms, it can't be. What?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
I knew it! I bloody knew it! He did go into the primordial sea. So he's not from Fontaine. Huh.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Ferminet a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
Wait, so is he from Fontaine or not? Because he would have been dissolved if that's the case.
I'll talk to Chloride while you get Ferminet to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Lyney's expression looks disgusted. Seems like he'll rather not have Sigewinne touch Ferminet. Still, he didn't stop her, since it's obvious that Ferminet does require urgent medical care. Sigewinne's examining Ferminet carefully. She doesn't look too upset, which is a good sign. I hope Ferminet will be okay.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical.
But if I'm going on my theory that the only reason why the primordial water even dissolved people was because of abyssal power being infused into it. If it's just like pure primordial water, then he's probably gonna be alright.
Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more.
Sounds good.
Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment.
Yeah.
We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Well, probably because he went into the same place that Childe did. Because Childe was heading towards the primordial sea.
Please, look after Mr. Ferminet for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Oh, sick.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Okay, so you treated her and then you drugged her, pretty much. Psychos. Lyney has finally begun to stop tensing the muscles on his face. It seems like he trusts what Sigewinne just said.
What's that
Chloride.
look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Chloride was not a person I thought was going to be appearing, to be honest.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Lyney again.
Oof.
How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly.
So y'all also in on this?
I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Uh-oh.
Where was he when you found him?
That's not good.
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
That's
Locking
terrifying.
the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
So did they trap Childe outside then? I mean, Childe is gonna awaken it. He's gonna be able to control the primordial water. I'm already calling it. But still, that is pretty messed
It would
up.
probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
I respect a fellow tea drinker.
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
No. This is meant to be a serious situation, guys.
Lyney, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
I know those two are just having tea.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Oh, there she is.
Lyney! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too.
Hello. Wow, you're very expressive. I mean, it makes sense.
Ferminet? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Lyney and Lynette immediately come to lift up Ferminet up. Oh, he's waking up. Morning. Oh, he's gone again.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
Oh.
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Very well. Those two have gone.
The Duke and Chloride are gone.
Yeah, they probably went to go investigate the primordial water rising.
They probably went to get some tea.
That
The
too.
Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Chloride will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Ferminet out of the sea.
Chloride saved Ferminet from the sea? Just what happened? The plot thickens! Since the tension is so high, let's do a temple. Monsieur Neuvillette, please. This should be near Had Pity now. Nope. Monsieur, please. Just come home. This should be Had Pity now. There we go. That was a bad one. How about you give me 2 Neuvillettes because of that? There he is. Okay, for a minute I thought that was the case. I'll take it, man. Finally got him. Did waste a lot of primo gems though because of it. Oh. Oh, he's waking up.
He's awake. Ferminet, how do you feel?
Lyney. Lynette.
Okay. I'm glad you're alright, but what did you see?
We're all here.
Where am I?
The infirmary at the Fortress of Meropide, Mr. Ferminet, and you are no longer in any danger.
How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Yeah.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long.
It has. We met like once, but you know, it's all good.
The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Oh god, don't stand up too quickly.
It's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No.
Seems
listen
pretty
to me.
serious.
This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
Yeah, well, we know that. What happened after you snuck into the pipes?
Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Okay, what happened? Oh, we're gonna play as Ferminet? Oh. There he is.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned.
He's actually gonna be able to talk normally as well because no one's around. He isn't gonna be stuttering and that.
Where could Master Childe be?
So that just currently means that Childe is like submerged in primordial water.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Probably.
This is where the
And we're
water
here.
starts. Okay.
Get ready, mate.
Master Childe probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
That must have been like a huge urge though, right? Especially if you're hearing that like calling, it makes sense. I do love it how they've done like the underwater exploration.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction.
Someone left them?
There are traces here too. I need to keep going.
Oh right, probably Childe.
The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here.
The primordial pod? Yeah,
Wait.
the water.
What the?
Damn.
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
It's-
What's going on?
It's that quick? That is terrifying. Nah, dude.
No good. I have to get back.
Don't like this.
I still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
That's terrifying. I don't like that. Get out. Nope, he's dying. Get out, Ferminet. Get out.
I can't die here.
Swim. And then chlorine.
This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse. And I'm still underwater.
I hate this so much. I've always hated drowning.
I have to push.
I mean, it's not even drowning, it's just dying. The goat. Thank God. Nah, man, sign me out. That is horrific.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Childe could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
Unless, like, the primordial water, like, took him or guided him in some way? I don't know.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
That is terrifying, though. That is the quickest way to make me feel uncomfortable.
Miss Chloride brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Probably because they knew
Miss
he was going out.
Chloride, you say? I must go thank her in person.
Well, Wriothesley probably knew the primordial water was there, and he sent Ferminet to investigate for some reason, you know, probably as a sacrificial pawn, but also sent Chloride to, you know, pick him up if he's near the entrance.
You're still too weak, Ferminet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Chloride will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
Yeah, listen to the psycho.
A guest? Then I can assume Wriothesley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Got it. I'll go talk to him.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lyney?
Nah, I mean, he wants to stay with his
No,
siblings.
please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
That makes a lot of sense.
Lyney.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
I respect it, though.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that
Wholesome.
case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Don't leave me with a psycho. I don't trust her.
Thank you. I'm so sorry, Lyney.
I'm also really sorry, Lyney. I should have been more careful.
Hey, we were all getting played, alright?
Don't say that. It was all my fault. I was the one who should have been more careful. You two were nearly...
If I was stronger, maybe I would have already found Master Childe.
Ferminet, I'm just saying I don't think this is, like, strength-based. I think this is just more of, like... There's, like, mortality strength, and then there's, like, ancient sea power, you know?
No, how can you say that?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
What I'm hearing is, we all dropped the ball at some point during the mission. So the responsibility falls on all of us. Isn't that right?
Might as well share the
Yeah,
blame.
That's right. It's on all of us.
Lyney, we understand that you're worried about us, but we're worried about you as well. Please don't blame yourself. We want you to keep your spirits up.
Yeah, I mean, he is the older brother, so he's, you know, he's trying to take on all the blame, but it's definitely better if they share the blame.
Yeah.
Yo, are you guys enjoying your tea? Hello, you two.
Excuse me?
Saw, dude.
I take it Mr. Freminet's condition has stabilized?
He's doing good.
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Sigewinne?
I wanted to check up on Miss Chloride. How are you feeling?
That's also true. She was swimming in the primordial water as well.
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Wriothesley?
Yeah, Wriothesley.
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Please enlighten us as much as you like.
Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Okay.
Then Paimon will
There's a
begin.
few.
Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As
Oh,
for their
true.
specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
Okay, that was an obvious answer because he literally said, once you knew about the Forbidden Zone, that's when you, like, crossed the line. So that makes sense.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
Big brain, man.
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Why didn't you stop them to find out what they were gunning for?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Childe's disappearance. Lyney suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own.
Gotta
Of
respect
course,
it.
it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance.
She's just using that as an excuse, though, isn't she? Like, she couldn't care less. She's using his disappearance as a way to fulfill her own goals.
I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work.
Fez.
All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you?
Hey, I don't blame him. I ain't swimming in primordial water. Screw that.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Ferminet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Lyney's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
So I'm guessing the Forbidden Zone is the source of the primordial water, then.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Now, why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
He basically made his job easier, which I can respect that a lot.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Chloride down here?
Me, of course.
That makes...
I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Chloride could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
Can you fight water, though?
And saving Ferminet was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
So the Forbidden Zone really exists. What's inside of it?
That's not something you should be asking after.
Ugh.
Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Childe's whereabouts.
You can't drop all of this and drop the name Forbidden Zone multiple times. Say about a crisis that's happening, the rising seawater. I can already guess. The Forbidden Zone is probably trapping the whale. And it's calling out to Childe to go, like, rescue it or something. He obtains the whale's power. He awakens it. He controls the primordial power. He saves everyone because the primordial sea is gonna flood the fortress. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm calling it all now. I'm putting the theory down.
All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Ferminet.
I don't know, man. Maybe.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
True.
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
How about take a guess?
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Same, Paimon.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Yes.
Follow me.
Oh, I was about to say hidden staircase. I saw that.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Wriothesley.
I mean, it looked pretty obvious from a sky point of view, but it is pretty sick.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
Fez.
Stand on the central plate.
Okay.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or...
What?
Whoa!
Oh, this is slow. Once everyone has taken their positions on the circular plate, it begins to slowly descend downwards.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
And that is...
What a huge door!
Yeah, you said that doesn't look special, Paimon?
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone.
Can you make an exception?
Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, I would rather stay here.
Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Oh.
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Yes, Paimon.
Stand back.
Oh. What's hiding in here?
They all just went up one by one.
What's there in the middle of the room?
Go on, have a look.
You're not coming with me? Well, hold on a minute, mate. This better not be a trap. You better come with us. Okay, good. I'm glad we're not that dumb. What is that? This room is really empty with nothing in here, which is quite strange on its own. There's also a device smack dab in the middle of the room, which looks like some kind of massive saloon gate.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it.
Okay, hold on a minute. Even you don't know? So this could either spell the doom of the fortress or save it.
The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position. Likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally.
I'm guessing the primordial water.
Normally I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
The water pressure?
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary.
Primordial water.
The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all.
Yeah, all of this just points towards the sea.
Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea.
Yep.
I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that and the symptoms that Ferminet displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
And it looks like that's about to burst, so that's not a good sign.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
It like overwhelms the sea.
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
Primordial seawater is continuously leaking into the sea. Hey, the prophecy is starting to happen.
Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak.
No.
Oh.
What?
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate.
Oh yeah, I already figured that out.
The primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us.
Yeah.
The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us.
Man, that is like nearly busting out of red. That's really bad.
If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
And if the primordial sea is leaking through, if this gate falls, all of Fontaine will fall with it.
Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
Goddamn terrifying, by the way.
But that's just too weird. What built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
That's the questions that we want to know, Paimon, but they probably won't be answered for quite a while.
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here.
And that
When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold.
Like, did they not have anywhere else to go? Like, Mondstadt or any other region?
Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves."
My secret. I wonder if her secret is the reason why all the people of Fontaine have a sin when they're born.
And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors.
But if they've built this tracker for the primordial seawater, they must have known quite a bit of information.
The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves.
So, pretty much the sinners were protecting Fontaine. Technically, if that's how you want to do it, because they built the place that's holding back the primordial water.
But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld.
That's
Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent.
And only people who have come down here and have investigated, or have the power to investigate, learns the truth.
Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
That's normally the case in this type of situation.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Always trust the mad ramblings of an old person or a smart person in a fantasy.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
Do you believe in prophecies?
To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate.
Yeah.
Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
So, as the Duke of Meripede, just what do you plan to do about it? Don't think he really has a plan though, does he?
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
I may have spoke too soon. He might have a plan.
This is it.
Oh, it's you two. Hello.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Sorted.
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone.
Bro.
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
Okay, realistically, right? If we are here, like, he's trusted us, you know what I mean?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
Yeah, we're tight like
I'm
that. Don't worry
skeptical
about
as
it.
well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
Oh, we've already come this far.
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
Hey.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
I think I did. I think that was in the World Quest. Yes, I think.
Good. Saves me a bit of time explaining.
Please explain.
Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters.
Yeah,
As
it
his
was.
assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripede?
Huh?
What a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
That would be like the worst idea ever.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
Men only want one thing.
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
Paimon, I mean, I agree with you. I was doing it earlier. Was that really necessary?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
I did sense some tension.
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
Yes, you
If
are.
I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Oh, yeah, Paimon.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
Yeah, I'm surprised Paimon is still shocked by things like this. A door opened.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
It is cool, though. Is this just a normal room? Does this look like a normal room?
Well, let's spice it up a bit.
All right.
And here you go.
Oh, okay. This is a ship?
What a huge ship?
That is such a cool ship, by the way. Holy.
This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
That looks sick.
How much do you know about Fontainian history?
Not a lot.
Not much at all.
Hey, what are you staring at?
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee.
Okay.
Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves.
Alright, well, I'm gonna leave all of this to the theorist. I'll watch a video on it because no idea who these people are.
He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
Okay.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People
True.
believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try.
I honestly cannot even reason how this was built. Like, this whole area?
So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
To build a massive
Were you
ship?
inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
Okay, so it's the same as what the research was trying to do. They was trying to lift Fontaine into the sky, but then the research institute, blew up. And I still think Celestia had something to do with that explosion. But he's trying to make a ship to have, everyone go on board, I'm guessing. This is a plan for the ages. Can't you share your plan with everyone?
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call.
That's
All
fair.
right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions?
My throat's also pretty sore, to be honest.
Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
Sounds good. That's such a cool ship, though, dude.
I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, just gonna leave us like that?
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those three as well.
Tell or not to tell, though. He means that my actions now will decide the next steps Lyney's group takes. In other words, if I tell Lyney the truth, I must make him understand that we cannot afford excessive conflict right now.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Yeah, we will.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
We're back!
Hey guys.
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
I mean...
How can you be so much like Wriothesley, always drinking tea?
Hey man, fellow tea drinkers.
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now.
You were given tea and snacks.
While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves, to the water, and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Wriothesley and Sigewinne.
Well, those two too, I guess.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
Fair enough, innit?
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Wriothesley?
Here we go. Well, they give us the choice.
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Yeah, you sound a lot more like your old self, mate.
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
I'm glad.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sigewinne is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
I mean, I don't trust her. She's probably eavesdropping.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions.
Go at it.
Firstly, why was Ferminet affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Meropide.
Well done, whoop.
Ooh, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
I mean, that one was pretty obvious. I'm pretty sure a lot of people guessed that.
That's our Lyney.
Secondly, Wriothesley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Childe for him.
There you go, mate.
What's more, the Fortress of Meropide is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Iudex Neuvillette. Wriothesley is basically the king of a no-man's land.
Yep.
As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Childe's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Wriothesley will be free to move between the parties of interest.
Which is what he's been doing. He's pretty much been using both of them. I've got to respect him for it. Arlecchino's trying to use like Furina and Neuvillette. You know, Wriothesley is using Neuvillette and Arlecchino. It's just a big game of like who can one-up each other, you know?
If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
Lyney's grasp on the big picture is amazing, and so is this music. God damn, it slaps every time.
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question.
This is going to be the one we can't answer.
If Wriothesley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Chloride to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly.
He's got a few points, right? But yeah, he definitely has a bargaining chip if he wants to talk to the knave directly.
I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
Unless his bargaining chip is the ship. After some deliberation, you shared the information you just learned with Lyney and the company. While sharing what you saw, you empathize that it's not the time. Okay.
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Could Wriothesley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Wriothesley have known that?
It won't surprise me if he has, like, connections to the, like, maybe he has, like, a spy in the house. But I still don't trust the knave. I don't know if she actually wants to resolve this crisis, or she's using it for a bigger thing.
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you.
Oh, good.
If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time.
Hey, sick. Alright.
Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Boom. Let's go, lads.
Thank you for protecting Lyney when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
I mean, I like these three, dude.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
We can work together again if necessary.
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
Sounds like a plan. These two are very reliable. And then Ferminet, I don't think we've seen, you know, the best of him. He probably has a very good skill set. We just haven't seen, you know, what he's truly capable of. These two definitely have skills.
Aw, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
And hungry, I guess. Yeah, what was that?
Paimon's hungry.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
You've done so much already. Go get some food.
Hey, we can eat that purple meat.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Alright, toodles.
I feel like I should try to become someone more capable of helping.
You're incredibly helpful. Lyney thinks so too.
I mean, you can always grow.
Yeah, you two are always telling me not to push myself, but aren't you just like that as well?
Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals
Oh.
now being served at the coupon cafeteria.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go pick up ours
Oh.
as well.
There she is.
Traveler and Paimon, over here.
Hello, little psycho.
Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sigewinne?
That's just gonna be her new nickname now.
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Chlorine's dinner as well.
Hey.
Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
Hey, man, she vibing.
What would you like to eat?
Hey, yo, we can choose. We better eat well.
Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Aw, buzz in. Then I'll have the tastiest stuff you have to offer.
Me too. Don't forget Paimon.
No problem. Just leave it to me.
They also see the world differently, so, you know, we might be screwed over here. After a while, the meal Sigewinne orders for you arrived. Okay. Sigewinne also brings some drinks over to you. Okay, the shakes generally taste pretty terrible.
So delicious.
I wish they made, like, wall of text just, like, clickable, so, you know, you can read them in your own time. That would be a pretty big, quality of life, instead of, like, stumbling over my own words. Free dinners are the absolute best. They are, to be honest.
Is this how it feels to be freeloaders? Wait a second, we did do plenty of work after all.
Yeah,
Feeling full yet? How's the food?
smashed it.
Delicious.
Exquisite. Thank you. Yeah, besides the milk, I mean, everything else was super delicious.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Stop reading me, it's creepy.
Sigewinne, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
I think it's just for herself, innit? I think she enjoys it. She's a psycho.
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
I mean, you're different from a mesolim as well. You look very human.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Yeah, take notes, Paimon.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
I'm reminded of a psycho.
What did you mean back in Wriothesley's office? When you said that you were protecting Lyney and his siblings as well.
Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water.
Again, she is good, just might be just a little bit psychotic.
Thankfully, Chloride is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Chloride left, to make sure that Lyney wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother.
Makes
Although
sense.
the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Chloride had returned.
So, what's going on with Childe? Because this damn primordial water is about to, like, burst open, alright? I'm just waiting for it to happen.
Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Lyney as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
Yeah.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader.
He's a respectable guy.
Oh, I really wish Monsieur Neuvillette would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos.
Whoa, hold on a minute. But that doesn't make sense at all. It's hard to imagine Neuvillette outside of his office. And what was that description she gave?
Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
I mean, it's obvious Neuvillette's gonna show up. It's in my predictions, after all. He's gonna hold back the primordial water. This is probably where things are gonna go bad.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed.
Yeah.
Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Yeah, I'm actually exhausted, to be honest. Alright. Shows out like a bloody light. Wow, she really immediately fell asleep. That has got to be probably the world record.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
Still a greedy git. Good night. And this is where everything goes wrong.
Out of my way! Get out of my way!
Oh, here we go.
What happened? Why is everyone running? No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Alright. Paimon, wake up.
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
I'm actually terrified, you know. What's that sound? Ew, Paimon, wake up. We need to go and go see what's going on. And the music kicking in? No, there it is. The alarm.
Happened? Why is everyone running around?
Go!
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey,
no time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Yeah, fast.
Hey, wait!
Follow the lead.
What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
Take the hint, run.
They're here! Yeah, there you are!
Oh, Kuso.
Oh, thank goodness!
The Bombshell Brothers.
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something
Yo.
seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here.
Here we go. Honestly, I respect these two, though. Thank you.
Lavaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed. Yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Okay, this is cute.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
You said His Grace said to evacuate outwards?
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Yeah, here comes the primordial water. Then that would mean whatever happened must have happened down below. Oh no. Isn't the gate at the very bottom?
Oh, no.
Yep.
It can't be that thing.
It is that thing.
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
You two, get out.
We have to go find the Duke. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Bloody hype.
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Thank you too. You have my respect.
Attention. Please evacuate upwards and outwards.
Sounds good. Go, go, go. Oh. Cutscene.
They're here.
So.
Just like I said.
What happened?
Oh, wait, they're here?
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Okay. Oh, I'm so hyped. So they are just fighting water. Oh, this is bad. Run. Oh yeah, he's cryo. No. It's only temporary. Get out. Hey, that's from the trailer. No, Wriothesley.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, the timing. Oh, damn. That is so sick, dude.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Oh.
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
So badass, dude. Monsieur, please.
The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
A minute.
That depends on us.
Alright, let's not let these two die. Very badass individuals. That was so good, dude.
Neuvillette, why are you here?
Monsieur, go.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately.
Okay.
Furina
wait.
will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Furina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Oh god, oh no, this is all going wrong. Okay, well, you can do this and I'll do that.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
It's not great. Oh, so we have to go and save Furina now? God, they really should put like, they should have put like some epic music here, I'm just saying.
Look, there are a ton of Fatui and Palais Mermonia people over there. The knave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
Yeah, man, the switch of music really took me out of it, I'm just saying.
Are you two the traveler in Paimon?
Yes.
Monsieur Neuvillette has left instructions. Please follow me.
Sounds good.
Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Furina to the best of your abilities.
I think we all know where this is gonna go, but I will do my best. Here we go. Alright, I'm here. Aw, look at her.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Furina mentioned.
Hello.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table.
Right.
Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
Mate, she was...
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
Before we get on that, Furina was definitely shitting herself. But I also know of your accomplishments. So this is the Knave, the head of the House of the Hearth, and the Lyney siblings' father. She certainly does not seem easy to deal with. Pleasure to meet you two.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Furina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time.
Really?
See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Furina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
I don't like how you talk. It makes me uncomfortable. She seems friendly enough, but that can't be all there is to her. The Navy is a force to be reckoned with. I should be very cautious around her. Bro, she's a screaming red flag.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
It's Peng. It's pretty good.
That's good to hear. So what Childe said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Furina and I.
Oh, yo, Childe's been chatting about us? Damn, man. Wait, Childe should have no reason to have said something like that. Actually, yeah, true. They do not have a good relationship. Damn it, I actually took her word from it. She's getting me.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know.
No, you're not.
Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
Oh, she already knows. I have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Yeah, the foul legacy in that. Furina looks quite nervous. There must be some kind of bad blood between her and the knave. I mean, she was hiding some things from Neuvillette, it seemed like.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Furina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Childe was subdued by Iudex Neuvillette right in front of you.
Man was bodied.
Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Neuvillette.
She knows a lot more than she lets on. She was even talking about Childe being an excellent swimmer. Like she already knows he's in the sea. I managed to find a few leads on his whereabouts.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
Thank you for the flattery.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Last thing she wanted to hear, to be honest.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Childe disappeared.
Hey, the game's the game. Oh, you're being pressured.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Childe is still alive.
No, we don't.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Meripede.
Oh, you're talking out your ass now, Paimon.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Paimon.
Well...
We're not telling her any type of information, Paimon, so just shush. Oh no, Paimon's statement just left us wide open, yep. They really need to make Paimon a bit more likable in these situations.
The Fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We do not. But there was also no evidence that he's been injured or killed.
Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf.
Hey, don't be messing with his family, man. Whoa, you're stepping on a line there.
Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets
That's
in
messed
front
up.
of the Opera House. Is it something like that?
Wow, trotting on his private life? Yeah? She's turning up the pressure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to convince her, but I can at least try to distract her from Furina. Yeah, that sounds good to me, yes.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
What?
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
Okay, is that due to what's going on underground, or is it because she's done something with it?
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come,
Okay.
Miss Furina.
So it is underground.
I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Yep. Okay, so it is underground. Oh, my boy, here he comes.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Oh, they did a sick job, though.
Sure you don't need a hand?
He's got this.
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Yeah, Wriothesley knows.
Sounds about right.
I respect him for trying to lighten the mood, though. Come on, my boy. I don't like the death flags they've given him, though. Oh. There it is. Yeah, so it's that thing in his hand as well.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day.
Damn, okay.
This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race.
He's so badass, dude.
A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
Man is just built different.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Huh. Oh, okay. I think I know. So, I'm guessing whatever being...
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
So I'm guessing whatever the source of the primordial water is, I'm guessing the whale was sentenced to be imprisoned. Got one of the predictions right, though?
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Okay, I really like Wriothesley.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Chloride thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
I love these two's dynamic.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
I like this.
It wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
Yo, these three are jokes.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
Yeah.
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Yeah, man, I don't like what's about to happen between Furina and the Knave, I'm just saying.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
Just cuts back to the Knave trying to kill Furina.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house.
Oh, here we go.
Miss Furina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
I don't know what happened, but Furina went from being kind of like calm and kind of intelligent to the current Furina. So she must have like split up her personality or something, right?
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontainian.
Oh?
You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true.
Yeah.
Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable?
I mean, she's kind of got a point.
The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland.
I think she's just so terrified of it because, like, she believes in the prophecy so much that she just thinks it's pointless.
But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
Because we also know she's been very worried about it. I mean, we also heard her crying in the well.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon.
No, the guilt.
How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
Ugh, really pushing the guilt.
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me.
Okay, I respect it, Furina. Stand your ground.
Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
Actually putting her foot down for once. Furina's not acting like her usual self. She's actually seriously refuting the knave's accusations. She means what she says. She's not putting up a front. For the first time we've seen.
Then I ask you, Miss Furina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
Something she can't tell. So was that all a lie? Or could she really not tell us? She was so full of conviction and confident just now, but now she's deflated like a popped balloon.
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
Okay, see, now it's like her voice is starting to go into that like lie-sounding stage.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes.
No, the knave didn't like that.
Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way.
No.
Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
Neuvillette.
An emergency response plan?
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
I do feel like Furina has a plan, but she's only prepared for that one thing. Like, she's done no preparation for, like, any other possibility.
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Yeah, she's
then
lying.
allow me to jog your memory. Miss Furina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal?
See, no, the Oratrice has a purpose.
And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
Oh.
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
Nah, you're lying.
So you also have no idea.
No, maybe
If
not.
I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Furina.
Unless it is her, but just a split personality. I could be right here. Hold on a minute. You know, when Lyney was doing his magic show, he heard a voice talking. Like she put her other self in the Oratrice.
I first caught wind of this when Lyney tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium.
Damn.
But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Eudex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Furina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
She's pretty spot on with everything she's saying, isn't she?
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although,
Jesus.
I must say, Miss Furina, you seem quite insecure without the Eudex by your side.
I'm not surprised, to be honest. You're goddamn terrifying.
Oh, very well.
Oh, here we go.
Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
I'm good, thanks. These aren't topics I can speak about. I don't even know what Neuvillette's task was. Probably stop her from assassinating Furina. If I had to guess, he probably went down to deal with the surging primordial sea, but can he really deal with it all by himself? And is Furina being truthful or not?
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Eudex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake?
I'm good.
Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise.
I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of mysteries. This conversation is totally one-sided. I don't trust you. I ain't eating anything. Someone please help.
You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
I ain't eating that cake. The knave proceeds to change the topic and brings up a number of less significant matters. Oh damn, we ate it?
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
Don't trust it.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
God, she brought them? Yo, if she drugged these, we are screwed.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Furina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Furina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea.
Yo, I am tense.
It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Childe before I must be on my way.
No, because the moment I leave Furina, you're probably going to send some assassins after her. Why are we agreeing to this? Of course, I guess.
Coming too.
You good?
The tea party turned out to be even more difficult than I'd imagined.
You were shitting yourself.
Why are you looking at me like that? Is something the matter? If there's nothing urgent, then I shall be retiring for now.
Fair enough, Furina, fair enough. I do not trust this, by the way.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Childe was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
Who would have guessed?
That's what Paimon thought.
So, what did you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
There's no need. Was there nothing else you wanted to say?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Lyney, Lynette, and Ferminet are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
Yeah, the fact that both Childe and Wanderer say she's a wolf in sheep's clothing, I cannot trust anything she says.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Lyney.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with.
A fun one, though.
It's unfortunate that Lyney's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Furina?
Ooh. We're getting into that gossip now, eh?
You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
Go at it, Chief.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Childe was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meropide.
Right.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
Okay, so she wasn't the reason behind it. I mean, it wasn't his fault, though.
Forget it. He did give us an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Furina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Yeah, because she's split herself into two people. One of her is the working Archon. The other one is a celebrity that, you know, does all the, you know, the drama opera house things.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you.
God damn. Get a full view of that. Whoa. Hey, that outfit is hot.
You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
That is cute, though.
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Furina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious.
Fair enough, innit?
Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed.
Yo, you going in for the kill? Oh.
It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon.
Oh, damn, she went for the Gnosis right then. I respect the effort, you know.
In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Okay, the plot just keeps thickening.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
Oh. Okay, so that's where that line came from.
The fear in her pupils is genuine. So perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning.
Alright, so she's safe.
I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could
man.
serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Furina dares not mention this incident to anyone.
I feel really bad for her.
Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Furina quietly cried alone.
Oh.
She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake.
Man, I just feel really bad for her now.
There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Iudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article.
I don't think that's the case, though. Too much points towards him being the Hydro Dragon. I just think that Furina has, like, some sort of situation going on with, like, two different people. But they're actually the same person.
I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Just hide it in, like, some grass somewhere. Just put it in, like, a really obvious place.
Yes, Father.
There they are.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the Fortress of Meropide. Master Childe has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Wriothesley.
Yep. I'm just curious about what Wriothesley would, like, negotiate with her. Or just their talks.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities.
Damn. So, once again, my boy Tartaglia is just being used. Like, there's no tomorrow.
Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette.
Neuvillette.
Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Enter the fortress?
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Furina and Iudex Neuvillette.
So are we just not going to be seeing Childe in Act 4? They're just going to leave us on that cliffhanger of Tartaglia going missing?
The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meropide will be a front. Lyney and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
Fascinating, though. I wonder if we are going to see him.
You should know the rest. Lyney's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
God, just... what are you? Part of me hopes that she is actually good. Then there's the other part where both Tartaglia and Wanderer has said, yeah, she's crazy.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
Built different.
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Furina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
But why, though? Oh, actually, never mind. Because it's like, oh, the Hydro Archon wasn't able to defend herself? It'll be something along those lines.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Furina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
Yeah, so how did you come to that conclusion? Because I don't think that's the case either.
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa.
The Tsaritsa.
Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Iudex Neuvillette or Furina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon.
My guess is it's the other Furina.
Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification.
Fez.
It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth.
That's actually true.
Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing?
Mm-hmm.
A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves.
Mate, so far, Fontaine has just been like a huge mystery because, like, we're currently 4 acts in, and I still feel like I'm missing a lot. They put out all of the puzzle pieces, and I'm too dumb enough to, like, piece them together. So, you know, whilst I want to watch, like, a theory video on, like, you know, people explaining it, I also want to figure it out for myself. I'll just keep letting the game build it for me and see if I can piece it together then.
Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you.
God damn.
You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure
there he
we
is.
will work together someday.
Wait, how are you coming from that direction? Neuvillette?
He certainly returned quickly.
Hmm.
You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Monsieur? Hi.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur.
Ooh, so how many acts are we going to be getting then? Because I wasn't expecting this to end on Act 4, but is it going to go up to Act 5 or 6?
Thank you for protecting Furina.
I mean, we kind of just left her. You know, she might have been assassinated for all we know. May we ask what happened down there?
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate.
Your power as a dragon. As for what happened on our side, you recount the happenings of the tea party to Neuvillette.
So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Furina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
I'm literally unsure to everyone's motives. Everyone in Fontaine just seems like they have some big brain play going on that I'm too dumb enough to figure out. Can I ask you some questions?
Permission granted.
Thank you. You have enough power to force back the primordial sea. Does this mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right?
Nope.
But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
Oh, they are. But a lot of it does just point towards Neuvillette being the dragon, right? He has to be.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Furina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
That's fair. What did you sense in the fortress of Meripede?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
And it starts raining? Yeah, Neuvillette?
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
Because it's morning. The sky suddenly filled with dark clouds. The rain became heavier, light rain soon growing to a downpour. And just moments before, Neuvillette has just mentioned his sense of grief. Hey, the traveler is finally piecing it together. Thinking back to that legend and what Ferminet said, it said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies would cloud up and pour out rain. Wait, Neuvillette, you can't be?
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Okay, that confirms it.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
He's the dragon sovereign of water. Yeah, dude.
What?
Bingo. There's the
Please
confirmation.
Do not be so surprised.
Hello, Furina.
Furina?
Hello? Where's she off?
Neuvillette, are you listening?
She's deep in thought. I mean, so is he, I guess.
My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right?
Speak for yourself. I guess
Well, if you
correctly.
don't want to confirm or deny.
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Yeah, we will.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret.
Well, Paimon will. I'm just saying.
Still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
There's probably, like, rules on it, though. Like, there's that whole sentence business as well.
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
Oh, that's pretty big.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
Damn, so they just yoinked it from you.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history.
Yeah, okay, so he was the successor. Fair enough.
In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me.
Oh, that sounds ominous.
Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
So if an Archon dies, pretty much, their power goes back to the dragon. Interesting.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried.
I mean, sure thing. See you later, monsieur.
We'll see you another time.
Take care.
What about Furina, though? Yo, you lot are still here?
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
Hey guys.
A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Sorted.
Traveler, Paimon.
Sup?
Hello, everyone.
Sorted.
Looks like you're recovering nicely, Ferminet.
Thanks to everyone's support.
Yeah, did you get like a power boost from the primordial water?
Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Chloride in person.
Hey, nice.
Whoa, how did she react?
Blankly.
She told me
Or
that it
plainly.
was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all.
Probably done it a lot.
She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
Yeah, we met your dad.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
A lot.
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
It was a lot to take in.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic.
I don't trust it though, I'm just saying, guys, alright? She's very high on the sus list.
You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Don't trust it.
Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lyney was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Yeah.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Hey, we're gonna be vibing.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
Buzz in.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
You're
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely.
I'm still surprised we ate, to be honest. I wouldn't have trusted it.
Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
Absolutely buzzing.
Sigewinne!
Hello, little psycho.
Traveler, Paimon, you're back!
Hello.
Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt?
Don't worry, we're both doing great.
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it?
I mean, the place looks fine, so...
A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Neuvillette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being.
Neuvillette, the
Of course,
MVP, man.
We must also thank you for the help you provided.
How did
all
Neuvillette
good.
know that he was needed here?
Man's just Giga Brain.
Monsieur Neuvillette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced.
Makes
I
sense.
ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both alright.
Hey, the bombshell bros, man. You have a place in my heart, alright? I respect what you did.
If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days.
Already
Just let
planning
me
it.
know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Wolsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time.
Yo, free
I'd
food?
like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well.
Bit weird.
Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're
Okay.
so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Bit weird, innit? Hey, fellas.
You guys are back?
My boys. Bombshell bros.
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Nah.
No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
Nah, we left.
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
Is that the nickname we're getting in this region? The legendary jailbreakers?
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Cute.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah.
Hey, the boys.
I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
I love these two. I do.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
It's pretty good gossip.
They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
I'm sure the welfare meals must have just skyrocketed in quality recently.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Oh, damn it. What's up, you two?
Courier, Miss Sigewinne told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, and you you say you're not a thing?
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for...
Huh?
It's you two.
You're being very caring there, hey?
Lurvine, we're back!
Saw, dude.
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
We're fine, thanks.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
Honestly, I forgot about it.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
Fairs.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Also fairs.
Oh, yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
God, you two, just get together already. Bloody hell.
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
Right.
Courier, the rumors about us are literally everywhere now. Please do something about it.
But it's not like I caused them by myself. All right. I'll try to do something about it when I can find the time.
Bro, I could see the romantic tension coming off both of you the first time we met. Wriothesley, my man, my boy.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
Saw it.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
It would have been really bad if he didn't.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
I mean, he still has to do his job.
Yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
I love how sassy he is, dude. I don't think that's gonna work.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He
Terrible.
did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
Adorable.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Chloride has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Everyone loves the little psycho.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Oh no.
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Chloride received lipstick instead.
Oh.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
I mean, maybe because he's the dragon, he might like the milkshake? You never know.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies.
Fairs.
Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Oh.
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly.
Oh, let's go.
You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time.
We did that anyway.
You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
Fairs.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is the food still covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Let's go.
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Sounds good. Is that going to be a side mission? So, have we just forgot about Childe? I'm guessing we're going to see one final vision here, right? It only makes sense.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, it feels like a huge weight is off our shoulders.
Sure feels that way. But the truth is, we never did anything bad to begin with, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure why we put so much pressure on ourselves.
I don't think it was the pressure of the crime, Paimon. I think it was the pressure of literally what we were sent to investigate. Paimon, is there something you'd like to say?
Huh? How did you know?
because you usually just immediately fall asleep.
Hey, that's not true! Alright. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all.
Even though I do most of the work, but okay.
It's like, we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
Okay, that is pretty cute. Yeah, we're the best adventurers ever.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts too.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward.
Yo, wait, hold on.
Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy.
Hold on a
Paimon's
minute.
gonna crash, so you sleep soon too.
Okay, wait, hold on a minute. Does that mean Paimon also gets daily commissions? So we can get like double daily missions? Double the Primo Gems every day? Why didn't we do this sooner?
The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary.
The music made it sick as well.
Safe now, right?
We'll be fine. Don't worry about it, Paimon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone just forgot about Tartaglia. Don't worry, I still remember you, Tartaglia.
Alright then, good night to you, Traveler.
Good night to you too, Paimon. And the vision. I knew it. Oh, this is different. There he is. The whale. Holy. That's a big boy. Cataclysm's quickening. And there's that. Right, and that completes Act 4. So it seems like only one of the predictions in these two acts came right, unfortunately. But there's potential of the others to come right in the next act. But man, Fontaine has just been like a bunch of smart characters, just, you know, one-upping each other, you know, just having their own different plans. Because even though I know the knave is like a wolf in sheep's clothing and she's psychotic, but I can't help but trust her, you know what I mean? It's a conflicting feeling. Also, I love the dynamic between Wriothesley, Chloride, and Neuvillette, especially between Wriothesley and Chloride. Those two bounced off each other very well. Talking about Neuvillette, I am going to be playing through his story quest next, so if you don't want to miss my reaction to that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you then.